Hey everybody and welcome. So I'm going to make a video update to Samsung Dex and something I've been trying to figure out for a long time, and I recently found this guy's video that I was just, you know, scrolling around and screaming about looking at crappy unboxing videos of fake Samsung phones, and I found this guy's video and he blew my mind, not only by the cool thing about the glasses, which is actually pretty neat, but he found a secret thing that unlocks the potential to give everybody access to the biggest main thing that everybody has been looking for the performance of Samsung Dex. Not only from 4K, I believe, but also the limitation lockdown system that Samsung has on their phones. Unlike Motorola or so forth, Samsung has 5 apps lockdown on their Samsung Dex mode. So you can't have more than 5 apps open at a time in windowed mode on your screen display. And the only way to fix that, as I mentioned, is to be able to get the Samsung Dex Pad, which is an upgrade from Samsung Dex Station, and use that to have up to 20 applications up at the same time. But this guy found a app that's actually built from Samsung and actually is dedicated from Samsung and whatnot, that overrides the lockdown system. I don't know why they didn't integrate this into their newest phones and such forth. Maybe they're keeping it lockdown for a reason, because a lot of people do stupid things for reasons. But this application allows you to unlock not only high definition video outputs of 4Ks, I believe, but unlimited appability, basically. So you can have up to 20 apps up on the display as if you had the Samsung Station or Pad ability. That's incredibly nice. What is it called? GoodLock. Yes, GoodLock from the Galaxy Store, not the Play Store, the Galaxy Store. So of course you have to have a Samsung phone. The Galaxy Store, you download from there. Then you go to MultiStar. You download that app. Then you can go to, inside the app, you go to Samsung Dex, which is on the way top. And you click high resolution for external displays and run many apps at the same time. Allows more than 5 apps to be shown on connected display. Unlocks the full potential. So now you can use whatever applications you want at the maximum time ability. So you're not dedicated now to Samsung's Pad or Station systems anymore. There is a con. They don't tell you in this though, but it does warn you when you push the app, but when you push the high resolution for external displays, it does warn you that it will heat up the phone a little bit more than usual. This, I believe, is the reason why Samsung locked down the phone, is because more Windows apps, more heat tolerance is required, because more processing power in the background is needed. And so that's why DexPad and Dex Station were required to be used to unlock more applications on the window, because the fan system is technically saving the grace of the phone system. As the processor heats up, the fan kicks up and then cools down the phone. So as your phone heats up right here, it will blow air through the back of the phone, and that will translate into the phone's processor, cooling thermal paste area and keep it cool under load. So if you do not have something like this, for instance, a inductive coolant fan that basically is it's a plate that cools down, and then a fan that blows the hot air that's from these heat fins. No, the heat fins don't actually translate into this. This is actually a thermal coolant system ability. So basically, it works like an AC unit. The cold air goes from here, and the hot air goes from here. So basically, as this gets hot, it blows the hot air away, but it uses this as the cooling plate side to cool the phone. So unless you have one of these, I wouldn't really turn on most of the stuff for your higher potential stuff, because it will heat up the phone a little bit more. If you're not playing games, it might not be much of a big problem. But if you're playing a lot of games at the same time, it's like more than one or two, I would definitely say use at least one of these, maybe two of these at least, ability-wise. You're probably thinking, two? How the freak are you going to get two? It's easy. A lot of these phones, people don't understand about the phones is that they actually use the screen as a thermal connectivity for cooling down the device. Because if you look in some of these phones, the actual cooling vapor chamber system is actually on the side of where the screen is. It's near where the screen is. So technically your screen is actually being the heat conductive system too. So if you can control the heat of your screen in a sense, basically just put your thing on there and let the system cool down your screen. It'll keep the processor on that side cool, and then put one on the back side. You'll keep this ice cold as crazy. Now this is only going to be for people using in Samsung Dex. I know people are going to be like, well, I can't use my screen with a big giant fan on top of it. No freaking duh. If you're going to use Samsung Dex, you're not going to use your phone. It's plain and simple. So, yeah. Just put the fan on top of the screen and just let it cool down the screen. Put one on the back of the phone and just do it like that. There you go. You keep this ice cold and you can play 5 games at the same time or whatever jazz you want to do. Go crazy. But now you're not locked down to using Samsung's Dex Pad or Station ability that's pretty much outdated. And it's kind of interesting because supposedly this came out like 3 years ago. So yeah. But hey, I get to mention this now for everybody, and everybody gets to understand that there's lots of potential for Samsung Dex now. And it blows everybody's minds. And I like this guy's video, especially with the glasses. Whew, that is freaking nice. You can just basically just on your computer, out in the world, out in the ability, you remote control to your computer and just play PC games with a controller and just like, and everybody's like, and you're like, oh, I'm playing Call of Duty or Diablo or something, World of Warcraft or something like that, and they're like, how? And you just go, it's pretty cool. Especially since 5G is getting pretty decent power performance. Remote controlling your computer is like it's freaking awesome now. So high resolution, unlimited ability of apps, up to 20 ability, and no needing Dex Pad or Station anymore. So just random generic cables now work with everything. And I know you're thinking, oh well, it only works on wired display, right? Nope. It works on PC mode, wired or wireless, wired mode, and the biggest thing that a lot of people hate is wireless mode. It works on all 3 systems, or should I say 4, since wireless and wired would be technically their own thing depending on the PC ability. But yeah, it works everywhere. So you're not locked down to 5 applications anymore. So let's kick some butts. See you guys later. Peace out.